Noticed a disturbing trend of copy-paste posts on Facebook. Always been there, but now it's being used on a bit of a government agenda. I have a big problem with this because this is how societies start to turn into other types of societies, like one's gone. I was going to write down a retake on this, substituting in Nazi ideals and agendas, because that's the first thing it made me think of. But people are copy pasting and reposting this with nothing other than the intent of feeling like they're patriotic. But if you read into this, this is dangerous stuff that's been released from both sides of politics. This is obviously from a liberal side of things because it's trying to seek to put Daniel Andrews' name in it, but it's the way the topic's brought about. I went into a bit, created a bit of thought and discussion. There's some alternations on this. Now, I'll read it to you because then you'll get the point to this, because I did a few alterations. If people did the right thing, we'd be free by now. Does Dan Andrews not see what's happening and put stronger restrictions on the suburbs that are creating these high numbers that give no regard to the rules, make them stay at home, no work, no shopping, no family gatherings, no parties, no church going, no school or childcare, just home until it's under control and they are vaccinated. See, this whole vaccination topic's creating some crazy shit. The people that are doing the right thing are paying for the stupidity of all those idiots that think it's okay to do whatever they want. It's stupidity at its best. Get your act together, Dan Andrews. People are sick and tired of this bullshit. Now, in every way they've tried, like the people that have written this originally, it's a manufactured political soapbox, really. Should be sick. Like, sick within their stomach to even come out with this shit. Now, you substitute this in a way like I intended to, you've got the pretty much speeches of Hitler here. Just, it's vaccinated, unvaccinated instead of Jewish. What I did was change it slightly. And, this is a scary bit about manufactured propaganda. It can just be utilised and spin-doctored so easily. If people did the right thing, we'd be free by now. Everybody would realise natural immunity is the only way out. By now, does Dan Andrews not see what's happening? He keeps putting stronger restrictions on the suburbs and people. These creating higher numbers just run around without regard for the rules of science. We need to make them stay at home. No work, no shopping, no family gatherings, no church, no school or childcare. Just home until it's under control and they're unvaccinated. And I've put that in there because of the way vaccinated people can spread it, like if you want to go on the risk thing. The people that are doing the right thing, depending on natural immunity, are paying for the stupidity of idiots that think it's okay to just try and take a shortcut and spread the virus while vaccinated, going everywhere. Stupidity at its best. Get your act together, people. And you could literally go on natural immunity. You could replace it to, there's a big threat to our society and no one thinks about babies. Babies create poverty. Babies are a huge welfare expense on the government, and people just have them. They carry disease and they're disruptive to society. So, we should work towards, we need to put restrictions on babies. Like, you could do literally anything with this. And it's when politics is going to this point. This is where social media is dangerous. Like, you go into this and some of the analytics, I've pulled it apart. It's like, here's an intro, and then how does it, and how do you not see? Like, government leaders, whoever, substitute a name, happens and reason. But you can see what I'm getting at here. This is dangerous stuff, and the fact that this runs around and this is the way they choose to campaign, it's scary. It's scary. You could, like I said, very easily transfer this over, and I didn't really want to write this down, but I'll have a crack at it for this, and don't take this as my own thoughts or opinion on the matter. I'm going by the moods of the time, but this is exactly what it reminded me of. If people did the right thing, our country would be free and prosperous by now. How does the leadership, the government, not see what's happening and put stronger restrictions on the people that are creating these problems by taking more than they deserve? We need to curb this culture by stopping them from meeting at masses and gathering, and they need to become part of the greater community and not segregate themselves off. So you get into that. That's the whole point. And then right there, I don't even want to continue with this, because just the very tone that this is written with is sickening. And yet we say we live in a world of tolerance and that. Not when politics decide that they want to be intolerant towards people. Now they're creating a war. They said they ended division. They've created even more division, and a worse kind of division. It comes down to this: are you going to volunteer yourself to a trial? And, all the ones that have thrown themselves in the pool are now saying, yeah, come in. They're not going to tell you if their skin's burning off because it's acid. They fell in. That's the problem. All the biggest idiots trying to take a shortcut did this. But, yeah, just something to think about, right, when you come across these posts. Be very careful. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. Learn how the shit works. Be wise. Don't become a sheep, and don't post shit like this. Don't, just because it's a government agenda doesn't make it right. It's discrimination, and you want to hunt and round people up. That's what it's turning into. When will you get it?